at right now. That thing just said geet. All right, what's up? I am back for another vlog. It's Friday. It's 4 o'clock. It's actually really hot. I am on the road, but it's hot outside. This weather's been ridiculous. It was cold early this week, rainy. And then the temperature's just been going up and up and up and up. I'm like, which one is it, girl? So I'm trying to finish up my job really fast and then get the weekend started. So, I'm gonna need my phone real quick. Let me get all this squared away and then I'll hop back to y'all when I get ready to go to the gym. Okay, I'm trying to hurry up and get in the gym so I can hurry up and get out the gym. And then get this food. Why am I tired? I just hate this cutting my head off. I don't have a great mount. I used to have a better one somewhere, but I don't really know. Like, I wish it was like boop and just stayed like that, right? But it doesn't do that. Okay, that works. Don't touch it. And then I do think I'm gonna get Sonic. I do. And I really have an urge. I have like this Outkast song in my head, so I'm gonna listen to it on the way to the gym. But first, we're gonna check the mail because I think I have a package. I think I should have a package. So let's find out. Let's find out. Man, it is warm today. I don't mind the heat, the hot heat. As long as it's not super humid. And it's not really humid today. It's actually, it's 85. But it doesn't feel humid. The wind it's been pretty windy. So I think that's helping. So yeah, I don't mind hot weather. Why'd I put my seatbelt on like I'm not getting the mail? As long as it's not super humid. Alright, let's get the mail real fast. Let's see what we got. Alright. Literally nothing. I'm supposed to be getting my Quip. I don't know if you've ever heard of Quip, but Quip is a subscription oral care service where you get a replacement toothbrush head every quarter. And I should have gotten mine like a week ago and haven't. I'm kind of annoyed, but whatever. They kill me sending me letters to tell me that my password was changed. I'm like, I guess they do that to make sure that like you did it. But why waste the paper? Just send me an email. All right, to the gym I go. Super late per usual, but it is what it is. Get on up out of here, get to the gym, and can get the weekend started. Because, man, has it been a week, and I am just ready to just be chilling. Oh, I love this. I don't know if I'm going to get it. It's how much sugar's in it. 29 grams per serving. Ooh, that's a lot. This is really good. This Tazo Passion Tea is really good. But I'm not here for that. I've had to walk away from so many things because I'm not here to grocery shop. I'm here to get specific items. This is why I do pickup, because I get enticed. But I haven't deviated from the list yet. All right, we got everything we needed. Time to check out. We are almost there. The GPS took me a direction that I hadn't been before, so I didn't know where I was going. I was like, oh, what is this? But now I know where I'm at. Very excited. I haven't had Sonic in a minute. Can I come in right here? I was about to, nope, that's entered somewhere else. All right, what's wrong? Meow. Meow, and up and up. Do I know what I want? I usually get the, it's a Texas toast sandwich with an onion ring on it. And I usually get it with just like the onion ring, the burger, cheese, and ketchup. Because I think it also comes with like barbecue sauce and lettuce, tomato, I want all that. But to tell them that is exhausting. I have to say, I want this without, or I don't know, sometimes I'll say without XYZ, or sometimes I'll just say, I just want da da da. So I'll say, I just want the onion ring, the burger, the cheese, and ketchup. And I don't know why I'm like that. And I probably will get mozzarella sticks, because I'm hungry. I've gotten into watching The Nanny lately. Like The Nanny with Fran Drescher, The Nanny. I knew a guy that loved The Nanny. And I used to think, why? I remember the show when I was a kid, but I didn't watch it like that. I just remember the theme song and very vaguely different plot points. And I remember Fran's voice being so annoying. But then I happened to stumble upon an episode the other day, and I was like, this is kind of funny. Like, I found myself actively laughing out loud at some of the jokes, at a lot of the jokes. And I said, oh, I might have to start watching this. It's actually really funny. And I'm really glad that I started it. Seasons 3 and 4 are on Tubi. So I'm going to watch those. And then I don't have HBO Max right now, so I'm like debating on whether or not I'm going to get that again and watch all of it. But it's actually pretty funny, and I am planning on watching that this weekend. It reminds me a lot of The Fresh Prince. It has very similar plot points to The Fresh Prince. This girl that's, you know, from middle class, not really knowing a lot, doesn't know a lot about high society, comes into this house, starts nannying the kids, and the dad is this, you know, snobbish British guy. And over the course of the show, they begin to thaw out from their kind of icy exteriors and become more personable because of Fran's influence. And it's very similar to Fresh Prince. You know, Will comes in from West Philly, all rough around the edges, loud colored clothes and hip-hop persona. And over the course of those 6 seasons, they grow to really adapt or adopt a lot of his fun-loving personality into the family, and really he pretty much becomes one of the Banks kids. And I feel like The Nanny has a very similar vibe. And I don't know, I feel like I really like that formula of like this, you know, placing someone into a completely different environment than what they're used to, and that environment finding that they have just as much to learn from that person as the other way around. I think I really like that storyline of like, you know, we all have something to learn from one another. And it may not be who you think needs to learn it. Okay, I'm the next car up. I'm trying to see, I wish they turned the menu like this way just a little bit so I can see. They got a Red Bull slush. Ugh. I hate Red Bull. It tastes like hot piss to me. I'm not an energy drink person anyway, but Red Bull, ugh.
I got you for number 4, only onion, only bacon, only cheese, large french fries, large shredded limeade, and a small mozzarella stick, $16.95 for some of those.
Thank you. Now how you gonna read back what I told you and not give me time to confirm? Got that. I can't breathe. I'm gonna catch my breath. Coming up the stairs will get me. I think I remember why I don't go to Sonic anymore. Let's see if this is... Something tells me that they put onion, not onion ring. But I'm not even gonna... I feel like I smell nothing but just straight up onion. Ain't no onion ring on here. Nope. Oh, no, there is. They just added onion too. Okay. I can handle that. Because I thought they were going to mess it up. Because he asked me again in When I pulled up, he's like, did you get the this? And it didn't sound like what I said. And I was like, so, all right, cool. The fries were piping hot, which is also a plus. Look at me, being pleasantly surprised. I was really prepared that this was gonna be wrong. And I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna drive off. I'm not gonna look at it because I'm not going inside. And it wasn't. I mean, they added onion and onion ring, which is fine. At least the onion ring's there, right? I'm pleased. Mozzarella sticks. Oh, okay. Oh. Everything's very hot. I'm very pleased with this. It's time to make dinner. I'm gonna do flounder, fried flounder, black eyed peas and cornbread. And I think I'm gonna make a lemonade pie for dessert. It's really good. It's like key lime pie, but with lemonade instead of lime juice. So I'm gonna do that. And oh, also, so I made greens as well. I've been doing this detox, y'all know, and some of the recipes have been calling for turnip greens and kale greens and stuff. And I had a lot left over, so I was like, well, instead of throwing it out, like, let's cook them. Cooked them earlier today and was gonna freeze them. And I was like, wait a minute, I'm making fish and black eyed peas and cornbread. Greens would go perfect with that, so I'm gonna eat those on the side. I didn't have any ham or turkey or anything. Usually I put something like that in it with some fat on it to flavor them while they cook down. But I didn't have any of that today, so I just kind of improvised. I don't know if it made a big difference, but I put some chicken grease that I had from frying chicken a couple weeks ago. Pour that in there, and then obviously some salt. And I put a little bit of apple cider vinegar in it too. And it added a really nice flavor. So I'm gonna warm those up when I finish the flounder and everything else. Good morning. It is Sunday. I just put my wig on so it has the utmost time for the lace to melt. And I don't have a lot of time. I told y'all I'm not a morning person. This brunch is at 10. But we gotta move. I'm going to do a face mask really quick. And then finish doing my hair. And I think I know what I'm wearing, but I need to figure out which one I'm gonna do. So let me do this mask really fast. The mask I'm gonna do today, it's a sample mask, but I've been wanting to try it. I'm obsessed with the Origins skincare brand. If you've not used it, I highly recommend it. They have really great natural organic products that are I don't know if they're hypoallergenic, but they don't bother me, and my skin's pretty sensitive. But they have really good ingredients in them. So this is I've used their Clear Improvement charcoal mask, just plain charcoal, but this one is charcoal honey mask. So I imagine it's probably pretty similar to the original. And the cool thing about Origins, one, they always have stuff on sale. So you can always find a deal. They also do a lot of multi-set gifts. So if you buy so much, they'll give you like 10 sample items to try. So you're always getting something to sample, and I love that. I love charcoal masks because I feel like they really like draw out impurities. Pull my hair back. And I got this little spatula at Dollar Tree. They do say before you do it to open your pores with a warm towel, so I thought I'd go ahead and do that first. My skin is probably like, I don't know, maybe combination. I should probably have someone like a professional tell me. But my skin's typically pretty dry. But I definitely have issues right around my nose, just like build up. So I use a lot of pore strips, and I like stuff that is gonna detox and clear my pores like charcoal. So I'm just gonna put a little bit, I don't know how much I'll get out of this. Ooh, I love the color. The honey makes it like a different, like a little metallic almost. Look at that. How pretty. How pretty is she? All right. Ooh. Hopefully I have time to do this. Brunch, the place we're going, it's only like 15 minutes away, so I should be fine. I just want to make sure I have time to get there. I definitely smell the honey. I think I just leave this on until it dries. It didn't really give me a time. But yeah, if you have never tried Origins, I have a lot of products from them, so if you have a question about a product, like, oh, is this good? Let me know, because chances are I have probably tried it and probably like it. There have not been any products that I've outright not liked by them. Not as of yet. I think, what are some of my favorite products by them? I love their Drink Up Intensive Night Mask. Now that is my favorite, because like I said, I have dry skin. And so in the winter especially, I really try to find products that are gonna be hydrating. And that one it's got avocado and glacier water in it, which I have found glacier water is fantastic for hydration, and my face seems to love it. So I always try to, when I'm looking for hydrating products or moisturizers or things, I try to find things with that in it. What else do I really like? Oh, they have a serum with their Plantscription line, which is their anti-aging line. And it is really good as well. I got that as a sample when I bought my first Origins haul and fell in love with it and loved it so much I had to get it in a full size. And it's quite expensive, but I happened to get it on sale. So I always recommend, if you really like, oh, that about went in my eyeball. If you really like something, but you don't want to pay for it full price in the moment, just wait. Because you never know, it could go on sale and then you can get it for cheaper, or you could try a sample of it. I'm all about getting stuff on a deal. Don't pay full price if you don't have to. Okay. I'm trying to make this thin. I feel like it's something very satisfying about just like putting stuff on your face with the little spatula, and I feel like I just kind of get lost in it and don't really pay attention to what I'm doing, because I need to put a little bit more up here. This scarf is kind of in my way, but I wanted to give my hair the most time possible to set. I want to curl it, but I don't know if I'm gonna have time to do that. I'm actually on the hunt for a good mask because I ran out of my original charcoal mask and need to buy some more, and just haven't yet. You can get Origins products online, of course, but they also sell them in Ulta, and I think they sell them in Sephora, but I'm not sure. They also sell them in Target. If you have a Target that has an Ulta section in the store, because they've merged recently, you can get some of it there. I've also gotten Origins at Belk. They may have it at other department stores too, so a lot of places to find it. It's a good product, good brand with good products. All right, I'm gonna let this dry and then I'll be back. Yeah, you have to definitely make sure you put some moisture back into your skin after taking off a mask. So I'm gonna use all these products except for the moisturizer are gonna be Origins. I'm gonna use Origins Mega Mushroom, what does this thing say? Mega Mushroom Relief and Resilience. It's a soothing treatment lotion. So they have different collections. One of them is their mushroom collection. Mushrooms have really great benefits, apparently. And so they have a serum, they have a moisturizer, they have all kinds of stuff. And I like using the soothing lotion. It's a toner, essentially, after a mask, just to kind of like prep it, especially if it's a mask that has really detoxified my skin, because like I said, I have sensitive skin, and so sometimes masks can be a little harsh. So this soothing lotion kind of has that kind of a cooling effect or soothing effect. This one didn't really do that, shockingly. This one didn't make me feel kind of stripped. And but I do still like to put the lotion, the toner, on after. It's just kind of my routine for after a mask. So do that, and then after that I'm going to use that serum I was telling you about, and I just put a little bit around my face. Yeah, I would try to find it when it's on sale. They have two sizes. I think the one I have is the smaller size, and that one was like $60 some. But they had a sale over Thanksgiving where it was like the serum and then also an eye cream and a moisturizer of the same, from the same collection, and it was like the price of one serum. So if you're trying to get into skincare and you know you're a little bit overwhelmed by all the prices of everything, get bundles when you can. Get travel size and sample size to test it out first, just make sure you like it, because the last thing you want to do is spend $100 on a product that you don't even like. And take advantage of coupon codes and stuff. Now I'm going to, it doesn't have the brand on it, but it's the Mele, it's called Do the Most moisturizer with SPF 30. It's my favorite daytime moisturizer right now. It's really light, but it just, you can tell that my skin's moisturized. Very, very great product. I love a day moisturizer with an SPF because I don't know if anybody's ever told you this, but if you're black or brown and you're watching this, yes, you need SPF too, okay? I know we got melanin and that protects us from the sun, but that's not enough. You still need to put on sunscreen when you're going outside, even if there's no sun out. Don't let these people fool you. You need SPF. So I like to have a moisturizer with SPF in it. And this stuff smells good. Mele also has a sunscreen oil for your face. I guess it's for your face. If you like oils, I had this phase where I was using a lot of body oil, and Mele has a sunscreen oil. So if you are an oil person, I recommend that product. And also, again, Mele is specifically designed for melanated women or melanated people. So it's created by dermatologists of color. It's designed for people of color. So I recommend their products. Mele, M-E-L-E is how you spell it. They have some really good products. But I mean, I don't know if you can see it on camera, but I can immediately just tell a difference when I put this moisturizer on. It just really brings it together. And then, as I told y'all, this lip butter, the truth. We don't play around with that lip butter. I love it so much. I used to use a lot of different lip masks, and they would break me out, or they didn't really work. Or they make my lip, like the skin on my lips, flake. This one does not do that. It's actually in the same line as the Drink Up Intensive moisturizer I was talking about. I feel like I put so much on that I kind of get a little crazy and put it all over my lips. It'd just be so good. It'd just be so good. Okay. But yeah, I use it as a night mask. I use it as lip balm throughout the day. Other than Carmex, this is probably the lip balm mask that I use the most. And it is good. It's avocado lip butter. It's amazing stuff. All right, so that's pretty much it. I don't wear makeup, so skincare has to be on point because I don't have nothing to hide it. So, y'all, I am so upset. As soon as I went in the bathroom to put my deodorant on, do all the things, I had my coffee, my green tea in my hand, and I had it like up against my shirt, and that oil, that flax oil, I guess was a little bit was on the rim, got on my shirt. And this shirt, the material, it just, everything, you know, shows up on it. And I debated on, do I want to change? And I was like, I don't, because I don't really know what else I'd wear for one, and two, I'm already late. It's like 9:56, and I told y'all that the place is 15 minutes away, so I'll probably get there 10 after, which, I mean, I'm not mad about that, but I was trying to be closer to 5 minutes late, not 10. But it is also Sunday, so I may be able to get there quicker because there's not as much traffic on the weekends. So let's see if I can. But yeah, I am so mad about that. I hope it dries up a little bit, like, because you saw me spray the perfume on my shirt by accident. That dried up, but the oil, I don't know, it's probably gonna be a spot. I had this happen with another shirt. I just bought this shirt. I had gotten it at Guess, and it's so cute. I still have it. It's a bodysuit, and it's kind of, it's not like this material, but it's that thin not metallic, but that thin kind of, not chiffon, but kind of like chiffon. And I'm getting ready, and everything was going wrong. I had gotten this shirt at Guess, and I had gotten these white pants at Guess, and I got eyeliner on the pants. I was using liquid eyeliner, and I was shaking it and shook it right on my pants. So I had a big black mark on the crotch of my pants, and then I think I got a little bit of eyeliner on the top as well. And it was so hard to get out. I had to go and take it to get dry clean, and they still couldn't get it out. I was like, you got to be kidding me. So there's still kind of a faint mark, but I'm like, whatever. I like these clothes too much and spent too much. It was like the one rare time that I bought something that wasn't at Goodwill. 9 times out of 10, I'm either wearing clothes that I got from Goodwill or some other thrift store, some clearance rack, an outlet, which is where I got those Guess clothes from, the outlets, or like TJ Maxx, Ross. So today, the shirt that I'm wearing is from Forever 21, but it was on clearance. I got it for like $5. And then I'm wearing this regular jeans. I think I got them at Ross a while back. But yeah, I'm like, well, oh well. They'll just have to get over it. They'll be fine. This shirt is too cute. I'm like, I don't want to change. I don't have any other idea to what to wear. And like I said, I didn't have a lot of time anyway. So I'm like, I kind of need to just walk out the door. I put this little shawl on because, like I said, it is a little chilly. It's not cold, but it's like it's too cool to walk out with this top on by itself. You know, it's not 85 degrees outside. So I just threw this little shawl on and said, here we go. But like I said, the traffic is not as bad on Sundays. So especially this time. So I should be able to get there pretty close to 10. It won't be right at 10, but it's already, is it 10? Yeah, it's 10 o'clock now. I should get there like maybe 5 after, I don't know. I'm also speeding. I should slow down a little bit. Chill out. The last thing I need is to get pulled over. That's not a good look. I've only been pulled over for speeding once. I've been pulled over twice, but once was for speeding and the other time was for running a red light. And what's hilarious is that this happened in the same month. It happened about a week apart. I was having a rough go at things. And the first time I got pulled over, it was for running the red light. I was coming back home and it was late. It was like 1 in the morning. And I was right at the exit, like right at the stoplight to get back to my apartment. And I turned, and I think the light had just turned red or had been red. What I didn't know is that there was a cop in the road on the, like, perpendicular to me, like crossing through the, does that make sense? I was turning and then they were on the other side of the road. Anyway, I didn't notice until, I was literally like, I could see my apartment from where they pulled me over. I was like, man, I was this close. And I heard it. It was like, whoop, whoop. I was like, crap. And they just gave me a warning because I'd never been pulled over before. And I was like, okay, great. Well, about a week later, I was like, what was going on? It was just like back to back. A week later, I was in grad school when this happened. So I was going to my internship. It was my first day. And I was trying not to be late. I wasn't even late. I had left early enough, but I think I was just, I don't know. I just wanted to get there extra early. And I'm on the interstate going 85 and the 65. I mean, I'm floating, okay? And we pass this truck station or those wait stations. And a lot of times, if you live in North Carolina, you probably know this, but a lot of times at those wait stations, state troopers will be sitting there. And they're not always paying attention to people driving by. They're just kind of there for, I guess, the trucks. Well, this one was definitely watching. And I noticed everybody was slowing down, but I didn't realize why until it was too late. I was like, what y'all slowing down for? Like, what's wrong with y'all? Like, you need to get into it. And as soon as I realized why, I had already flew past that cop. And I was like, oh no. And so, wouldn't you know it, lo and behold, whoop, whoop. I said, you know what? I can't even be mad because they definitely got me. And I had to pay a fine for that one. I had to go to court. And I was like, this is awful because it was a pretty steep fine too. Whew, I haven't been pulled over since and I don't want to be. It's not fun. And of course, because of that, I was late to my internship because I got pulled over. And then when I got to my internship, I dropped my phone in the parking garage and broke my screen. I was like, what is going on today? It was wild. Like, the devil was busy that day. It was just a mess. Could not get my life together to save my life. Oh, we're doing really good on time. It's like I told you there's not a lot of traffic, so I figured I'd get here quicker. It's actually like right across the street from where I work out. And coincidentally, I'm going to brunch for one of my friends that goes to the gym that I go to. So her birthday's coming up, and so she's inviting a lot of us to come and have dinner or brunch with her. And I'm not gonna make this light. Yeah, I'm not even gonna try. And so she decided to go to this place right across the street from the gym. So I'm really excited. I've never been. So I'm almost there. Wow, I got here really fast. And I wasn't like flying, but I did get here fast. I'm back from brunch. I have on my big Duke t-shirt and it's time to chill. First of all, I'm mad because it was supposed to be sunny today. It started raining. So I was like, well, that sucks. But it was fun. I had a good time. I'm gonna probably just be right here in the bed for the rest of the day. I don't know why. Sundays, I used to just, the weekend, I'd be just doing stuff all weekend, all the way up until I woke up Monday morning. But now I'm like, I try to be home before like early afternoon if I do go anywhere. So it's like 12:43 now because I need to get my mind right. You just want to be ready to come into the work week on a good note. So I'm gonna sit here or lay here with my stuffed animal, my baby husky. We will be back for another weekend vlog very soon. I really do hope that you all like this content. I have other things I'm planning, long-term stuff, other stuff coming down the road, but I've really been enjoying doing these vlogs. I have always wanted to get into vlogging, but just never did. And so I am really glad that you're on this journey with me. So if you like the video, thumbs up, subscribe, comment, and just show the love. Bye, y'all.